So how is everyone? I hope you're all well. This video is a little bit of a change from what I had scheduled because just so much is happening at quite a pace, and this is going to be a little bit of a rant, if you like. You know, well, we are harsh reality at the end of the day, and sometimes we have to just say it as it is, call it as it is, and let the chips fall where they may. So what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about firstly, AWP. Look, these guys are absolutely amazing. You know, let's not forget. And anybody who is keeping an eye on this case, you know, whether you be family, whether you be followers of the case, whatever, if it weren't for AWP, where would Kiely be now? Maybe that was the point. Maybe that's why certain people are pissed off, because they're seemingly angry because this team came in and did what they do. And I can't, for the life of me, understand why anybody who truly loves this girl would have anything bad to say about them. We've got Jagger, who's turning around and saying that they're fucking clout chasers. Well, what you need to do, you jumped up little nugget head, is understand that this girl, who you apparently loved so much, you know, if you've forgotten who that is, the one who you secretly filmed, and there was an uncomfortable feeling to that film. You know, when you kind of put your hands down and she kind of grabbed your hands and pulled them back up and pulled them away, and, you know, that is because she wasn't comfortable with your grubby little mitts being on her behind. But look, I digress. The point is, how can you call them clout chasers? These are an organisation that go out of their way to help bring closure to people who do not have it. In this case, again, I state again, if it weren't for them, Kiely would still be likely, and I'm speculating, strapped inside that car as it was used to weigh her down underwater. And it would appear that they've got a problem with the witness. Well, because the witness, again, is someone who can prove nefarious intent. And again, I just cannot stress enough that if people love this girl and they want to bring justice to it, why will they not entertain and accept what is being said? We've even got the family who had said that AWP did not reach out to them, and AWP has subsequently proven that to be wrong. The family then come back and say that they want the video to be changed. And what do they want changed? The bit that makes them look bad. Breathe for a moment. Look, there is no rule book when it comes to how people will react when they lose someone they love. And maybe what we're seeing is just heightened emotions at a very highly emotional time because of the loss of someone that people did indeed love. But the actions and reactions and the statements that are being said, they don't go hand in hand with that. You know, this family should have nothing but admiration and thanks for the team that went through what they went through. The picture of this diver when he comes out of the water hadn't found what he found. He looked broken. Let's not forget that even though this is something that they do, this case is not something that they do. And I believe that this diver, he has a child himself around the same age as Kiely. Could you imagine being in that position? And if he found indeed something that screamed, this is not right, this was not an accident, could you just imagine finding that? But this family just seem to want to rubbish what they do, to rubbish what they did, and to attack them. And we've got the teenagers who are now starting to speak to other content creators to basically rubbish anybody who has something to say that goes against, what, the narrative that she drove herself into a body of water. Sammy was pushing that Kiely was drunk. She was in a bad way. She'd said that she'd spoken to Kiely at a time, in a time frame that doesn't make sense. She subsequently left the area. There's just so many things that point the finger at these people, and they wonder why. I don't know what you guys are thinking now. I'm pissed. I'm pissed because, again, I can't say enough that I do understand that people, as aforementioned, there is no rule book for how to react. But is this how you react? Is there any excuse for it? Let's not forget Jagger stating that Kiely did not make that call. How do you know that she didn't make that call? And I'm getting into a situation where I'm just repeating the same shit over and over again because it just frustrates me. But this girl, I do not believe for 1 second this girl drove herself into that body of water. I do not buy it at all. I believe that she was let down at the very least, but I think that something happened, that she was driven or that vehicle was pushed into the damn lake with her in it. She was strapped in the back using the belt that's in the back there for cargo, the cargo retaining strap, and maybe the questioning of Nick, the AAA guy, was to ascertain how to retain someone in that vehicle so they couldn't get out, and in essence use that as a weight to hold them under the water. Sick, nefarious, I know, but hey, we've seen it before numerous times when people do sick shit. And the more you look into this case, the more you listen to these people around it, I just cannot get my head around what we're seeing and what we're hearing and what's being said. Sorry about the fact that this is a rant, but I just want this girl to get justice. There's just so many cases floating about where people are not getting the justice they deserve. Some are Wales, where over a year down the line, and not an arrest, no nothing. We don't know where this little girl... And the more you look at it, it looks like there's going to be nothing happen because I can't prove anything. We look at the Harmony Montgomery case and how long it took them to find Harmony, even to report the poor girl missing, and there's still not been an arrest in that case. Oakley Carlson, apparently eaten by wolves. 2 years, more than 2 years, and nothing in terms of arrests with connection to her disappearance. Madeleine McCann, let's not even go there, that's a video for another day. You know, Michael Vaughan... Kiely, if it was down to law enforcement in the Kiely Rodni case, she would still be in the water. So all of you people around Kiely who claims that you love this girl, open your damn eyes and understand that if it wasn't for Adventures with Purpose, she would still be where she is now, and it's likely that she'd have been there for a long, long time. And the more you open your mouths and say the stuff that you're saying, the more that it would appear that that's what you wanted.